All right, so in this question, we are asked which value for the constant d makes x equals -3 an extraneous solution in the following equation. The equation we're given is the square root of 25 plus 3x is equal to d plus 2x. Okay, now this can be a pretty confusing question when you first look at it because you're asked to find what value of d makes an extraneous solution. Obviously, by guessing, there's an infinite number of choices. So what we need to do is figure out how to construct a solution method for this question. And the answer to that lies in how do we produce these extraneous solutions? Well, earlier we said extraneous solutions come from the fact that we lose information when we square. Meaning that if I square, so if I take this example, the square root of x squared, that's equal to x. And also the negative root of x squared is equal to x. And so the problem comes in is, hey, where did this x come from? Which branch did this come from? Did it come from this situation? Which would, if we thought of this as being our original equation here, or our original problem, if it came from this one, then that would be our valid solution. And if our solution came from this situation, it would be our extraneous solution. So what we need to do is actually look at the sign in front of our root, and we need to solve the equation of the opposite sign root, which is a very awkward way to phrase that, but that's effectively what we're doing. So the equation we would be trying to solve, if we were trying to get the valid answer, would be the positive root of 25 plus 3x. Therefore, if we want to get the extraneous solution, we're going to solve for not the equation containing the positive root, but the equation containing the negative root of 25 plus 3x. So what we're going to do is set up ahead of time the extraneous solution by switching our root to be the negative case. Now, how do we solve for d? Well, fortunately, they give us a value for x, otherwise this wouldn't be solvable. They tell us that x is equal to -3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute in -3 for our values of x, and then solve for the value of d, which will be the parameter that produces our extraneous solution. All right, so let's go ahead and set that up. All right, so on our left side, we have negative square root of 25 minus 9. On the right side, we have d plus 2 times -3. 2 times -3 is -6. So we have d minus 6. And then we can simplify what is under our radical. 25 minus 9 is 16. Now we can evaluate our root. The square root of 16 is 4. So on the left side, I'm going to have -4. And finally, I'm going to solve for d by adding 6 to each side of the equation. And so what this tells us is that the value of 2 for d equals 2, is the value that will produce the extraneous solution for our square root equation.